Ooh, welcome in. I am late to my own stream, you are correct. Sorry. Just getting stuff straightened out. Why is this not? My VTuber didn't launch. Yeah, sure. Is there an update or something? No. How are you today? You have to redo everything each stream. I know, I don't know why stuff keeps breaking. My OBS, or my Streamlabs had to update, so I had to redo my mic. It's a mess. Anyway. Good, feeling productive after last night. Yeah, you were killing it. You were making so many art fight comments. I still haven't started any attacks. I'm doing alright. I'm a little scatterbrained today. I've got a bunch of stuff on my plate that I gotta deal with, but I'm gonna squeeze it in. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I got Dez finished. I gotta post him. And then I can finish Robot Boy, hopefully. I can get your attacks done, or your retaliations, your rebuttals. Yeah. Anywho, let's do the wheel, shall we? Maximize it. As long as that looks okay on stream. There I am. Okay. What is happening? Okay. Oh, I don't want to switch. This is crazy. Just gonna delete that. Here. I really do have to set everything up every time. Wasting time. Good lord. Okay, there we go. I wanted so badly to show the work. No, you were... having it fully done was a great surprise. That was so good. It's so good. I love them. I also updated Tramp's page so people had more stuff to work off of if they want. Okay. Yeah, I do want to. I'll probably do him. Do you have any other defenders? Yeah, I had no idea that was coming. That was crazy. That was super good. Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel. My avatar's eyes are going crazy. Good lord. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get you back. Don't worry. All right, we're spinning. I know it's just you, but that's all right. Maybe we'll get one of your characters. I don't even remember who you've recommended. Uh-oh. Knuckles. Interesting. I love when people post PNGs on Google, but they're actually just images with those transparent background tiles behind them. Super fun. Unfortunately, is a really good picture that I like. So, I don't really need anything other than those two. Oh, that's a fun style. Okay. Oh, I guess I need to open a Photoshop file, huh? Character Eweel. Photoshop is short circuits. Oh, hey, all my Space Dandy from last time. Alrighty. I do want to put together another character, I just don't know who. I was originally going to put my character Ash up there, but I don't know. Is that your... I feel like you've put them in Discord, but I can't remember. There's so many people. Actually did a lot of furry art back in the 2000s, and it really came back to me when I was working on Yorick. No, you crushed it. The parkouring girl, gotcha. Okay. No, you nailed that. I've never done furry art conventionally, quote unquote. But like, I watch all the cartoons. I know what to do. I know the rules. I'm already zooming in. Just gonna like have his face kind of run off. I do like that his head is like a graduated shape. That does help a lot. And then I can do this. Hat curves in. And it's not perfectly symmetrical, so that's gonna help me a lot. He doesn't have any crazy designs. I like that his eyes kind of meet the brim and stop there. He also has like Pac-Man eyes. Nose is probably going to be the hardest part. But I think if I just do those two shapes together... And some eyebrows. Very specifically that his eyebrows start from the middle and don't go back and forth. It's not like a zigzag. In a pinch I could do a zigzag, but... He also has like really dark circles under his eyes, which I like doing, because I do that with my characters, but... I feel like... The teeth are going to be weird, too. I made his eyes big enough. It reads. You know who that is. It does say his name on the screen, but you know who that is. His hat has the capacity to go taller when he's excited and squish down if he's upset. His eyes can go above the brim of his hat if he's excited. He can go up here. So that's good to know. I think he's probably fine to have like asymmetrical proportions where his nose or his eyes are different sizes. I do like that his nose is kind of like a weird heart. Also, it does close itself off. Maybe I should do that to really emphasize the shape. Probably. After that, I just started grabbing newish OCs. Yeah, Pac-Man eyes. It's like a hook. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense as him being a pirate. Yeah, Pac-Man eyes. I always think of that when I do. Like when I'm thinking of old Rubber Hose cartoons. Those are the eyeballs. Not quite Pac-Man eyes. I guess it's because his eyes are small enough, or his pupils are small enough that you can't really tell. But like, it's Pac-Man. Can't tell me it's not. Honestly, they're kind of little swirls. Actually, let me do this to prove my point. got very small pupils, so that's something to keep in mind. Because that changed the entire vibe for sure. It's weird sharp teeth. Everything's very slightly off-putting in Flapjack. But yeah, that's better. I'll keep that in mind with his pupils. What happens? Okay. Oops. Completely. You know, that tells a different story. That's important. Okay, I think that's good. I think I've got enough baseline. Well, so I feel like this is probably a case of the style developed as they were making the show, because very subtle differences. His pupils are a little bigger here. They're a little more refined and clean in that this is a clean circle where his eye pupil reflection is. But this is like jaggedy, just kind of quick and easy. His eyes are a little yellow here. His body is more of a weeble wobble than a one-sided sloping angle. And his hat is taller. I don't know if that's because of the expression or if that's the style. I also don't know if this is even like official art. Maybe one of these is like fan art. I don't know. But there's just very subtle differences that can change the entire vibe of the character. And that's what I'm finding. I gotta be aware of those things when I'm making my characters. Because I've made myself my own OC. And just very slight variations can change almost entirely the character. Like just certain angles, if I don't have a good handle on the model in 3D space, it can look completely different. And I want to try and make sure that I'm refining the style so that then at any angle you can tell what that character looks like. I think that's the ideal scenario for any character design. I feel like too often there's cases where the characters look off model because they're in a pose that they didn't anticipate for. Different than like an in-between or something, because in-betweens with smear frames and all that, that's fine. But like the Frieren pose, the viral, looking up, there's some characters that will do that and they just don't look right. And I think it's because they don't take care of that. You got to do a lot of pre-production before you can start doing production. Anywho, let's get started on Compass. Do we have enough space? Yeah, sure. I also forgot to reset my friend goal, sub goal. Okay. Got all the expressions. 1 minute, 10 poses. Here we go. Trying to hold back a laugh. Yeah, bottom lids do a lot of heavy lifting there with a laugh stifled. I feel like I'm going a little too much the other way with the hat. I'm curving this way too much. I don't know. Just a sec. Yeah, I did have to go a little scraggedy on his eyebrows, eyelashes. Just give him that breathing room. It's really funny to me too that I'm not starting with sorry, I'm blanking, distracting myself. Um, do a side profile of a 2D character. That's crazy. See, these are the questions you got to ask when you're making a character for a studio. Um, it's weird not starting with a circle. I usually start with a circle for my head, and here I'm not. And it's interesting that I have to start my foundation differently, and that then informs my movement forward. Oh, dark circles. That's what I've been missing. That's why it doesn't look right. I can't work with Captain Knuckles with his back turned like that. The only thing that you're going to see is his nose from this angle. Move him down. Oh, I don't have time. I need to do his mouth. There we go. Straight on. I want to start with his body. Going too big. Enough time. Ooh, that's a good one for Knuckles. I don't want to go like hyper realistic on this one, but I don't think I have time. But I will add some depth. That'll be nice. These they look like eyebrows, and I don't want them to be like eyebrow or eyelids. It's alright. Didn't get enough time for his mouth. Mouth. Bad. I don't hate it. Dark circles. Two more. I'm shocked I actually left myself enough room. It helps that he's super skinny. I also do like considering his nose in the shape of like a very cartoony rounded heart. Pretty big dark circles under his eyes. His pupil a little too big. Cheating. There we go. Here he looks like Larry the Cucumber. But if Larry was like evil. Alright, there's Captain Knuckles. He's a simple character. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. It'll be pretty fast. Doing okay. Good work, thank you. Thank you. How's it going? I like that one. That one's pretty solid. I feel like I could have gone a little bigger on his mouth, but I think the reference didn't go that big on the mouth, and so I got flustered. That one's pretty solid too, just as a front-facing one-to-one. I should have gone more with the eyebrows. The dark circles were hard because I kept bunching everything up, and so it looked more like a mustache because the eyes sit lower than the nose on the sides, and so then it started like it looked like it was curling. And I'm sure there's an episode where he has a mustache. I'm almost positive I've seen that. All right, let's spin that wheel. Who's up next? Came kind of late, which is the first. Nah, you're good. Yeah, you are usually first, though. Hey, as long as you're here, I don't care. Even if you're not here, it's fine. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Oh my god. I should have coughed away from the mic so you don't have to hear that. Oh my god, it's in the exact same spot. Can we do it back to back? Let's go. I think I need to shuffle the wheel. That's funny. We got Flapjack. Maybe I shouldn't shuffle the wheel because I like getting characters that are at the very least in the same universe, right? Because we did that one time. We had like every PlayStation 2 protagonist. Like we did Ratchet, we did Spyro, we did Jack, and then we had like we did Kingdom Hearts, and I had Sora and no, I didn't do Roxas yet. Did I do Sora Donald? No, maybe not. No, I had Sora and Cloud. I had Final Fantasy characters. That's funny. So I have to search Misadventures of Flapjack, because if I just search Flapjack, not going to come up. I'm going to get a bunch of pancakes. See, I like finding the very off-model images as well. So then I have that full range of what's possible. I also love seeing what they were going for, like with a standard model, and then seeing the crazy dynamic on the exact opposite end, like how far they can push the character before it stops looking like that character. That's the most fun for me, is walking that line of like trying to keep them consistent. Oh, I forgot about his little he would have little lips sometimes. I feel like that was early in the series, but I could be wrong. I don't know if they stopped doing that or if they started doing that. I can't remember. And where was the one that I was just looking at? I didn't think I wanted it, but I do like it. That one. Okay. Like, this is what he's supposed to look like, right? And then it's like he's got the dark circles, he's got all of his teeth, he's got his tongue. His arms are like just noodles. His feet are smaller, his pants are a different color. That could just be color grading. I won't get that nitpicky. And I really like this face. Alright, let's see what we can do with Flapjack. So, my problem with Flapjack is that his head isn't round. It's like an oblong. It's like a sheared square. looks like that, but then they went like this on the edges of his head. Like SpongeBob when he's trying to be scary for Halloween. Just draw pancakes. I think the lip thing was for a bit. I feel like there were several different bits where he would do that. I remember it individually enough times that I feel like it's still technically something that would be on model just because they did it so much. But I could be wrong, because I'm channeling. I didn't watch Flapjack too much. I'm trying to get back into that headspace. I feel like there was an episode where he was trying to kiss somebody. Was it Bubby? Bubby was like trying to teach him to kiss or something weird. Or he was asking Bubby to teach him to kiss, and Bubby said, "You're not ready for that because you're a little kid," which, you know, probably a good lesson. And then he like walked around and watched other people kissing. Am I insane? Am I creating that in my head? I feel like there was like a bit where he walked around and was like watching different people kiss, and then one of the things that was kissing was like two birds, but then one of the birds ate the other bird, and that was part of the bit. Was then Flapjack then thought that was part of kissing. I don't know. I could be imagining this. I could be as insane as the show was. That just sounds like something that would happen in Flapjack. It was a bit. Okay. Yeah, more akin to the like hyper real close up bit, you know. The Ren and Stimpy. That sounds right. Okay, cool. There are very few episodes that I remember, but some of them I remember very vividly. Like I remember there was an episode with Dr. Barber, and Flapjack was trying to get a haircut or something, but then they were like, all the cats in town are missing or something like that, and then it turned out that Dr. Barber was like trying to catch all the cats, or the cats were like attracted to the hair that he was making, like leaving around, and then they got into this tangled mess of just a big cat with all kinds of hair clumps gluing them together. It was gross, but I remember it very vividly. Gave me a weird aversion to barbershops. Okay, his nose is upturned. Good. I could really probably just get away with that as the mouth. His eyes, pupils are pretty ovular, and then I think what I'm going to do is just go back in and do that to them as the easiest way to add that Pac-Man look. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. Flapjack used to scare the hell out of me. Yeah, I think I was a little older for Flapjack. Courage the Cowardly Dog was the one that scared the shit out of me. I had nightmares about, very specifically, the Curse of Ramses is the episode. And I remember it because it was just horrifying. And it was because they blended 3D and 2D together. And it was so Uncanny Valley that it triggered something very visceral in me as like an instinctive, that's not real. That's not normal. That's not allowed to exist. Like my nature brain from all the ancestors in all the land, if they saw that in nature, they would die. They would know that that's something they need to run from right now. So that scared me. Okay, he's got little ears. Also just little ovals on the side of his head. Let me do that. That'll let me get away with it. And then little hair tufts on the sides. Little squiggle, that's gonna be a problem. If I'm going quick. And then a little hat. He's got a decent amount of details. This might be rough. It is weird to consider that he is mostly bald. This is all empty space on his head. Make his hair a little bit bigger. Is that crazy? Is that too much? Also, his ears are like lower down. Sorry, I'm deciphering the character before I start. Where does the hair go? It goes, like, into the ear. It's a little better. I need to clean up the edge. Honestly, let me just try a circle and see what that looks like. I just do an oval. That looks better. Doesn't look as good. So, hold on. Let me fix the eyeballs. Fix the eyeballs. Maybe that'll do something. That does do a lot, actually. The ears are too low, and I think that's because of the squareness of his head. So I'm gonna have to get really good at doing this shape. And I'm gonna get hung up on it, and it's gonna suck. I also don't like that his neck looks like a little speech bubble. It's like he's getting throttled. That looks pretty good. But I need to square the round. What are you gonna do when you get the back of the head pictures? Oh, dear lord. Well, usually when I do a back of the head, I just do a silhouette of the front of the head. I don't know what the back of his head looks like. Let me look. Let me see if there's a backwards flapjack. I need to see what his hair looks like in the back. Oh yeah, I just found the Kiss episode. They like encounter some mermaid that tries to kiss them, and then it turns evil for just a split second, and then it flies away. I do remember that. Oh, the cat with the crazy eyes. I remember that too. God, that show is scary. I cannot, for the life of me, find the back of his head. I found him very dapper. He's in a little suit. Very cute. I forgot that Knuckles got giant legs at one point. That's crazy. Just found that. Yeah. This kid doesn't turn around. Never seen the back of his head. He's like the moon. Come with me, we'll go and see a place called Candied Island. It's not happening. I can't find it. Doesn't exist. Not real. That's not true. I do remember very specifically where he like did a little dance and spun around, but that would have been for a split second, and there's no way there's just a screen grab of that. I would have to find some kind of video and pause it. Oh my god. Alright. So I know I can't just do a circle, but what I can do is a square and circle it. Round it. Maybe I'll just do a square. Maybe I'll just do a square. What drawing app do you use? Also, new to the channel, well, welcome in. I am using Photoshop currently, but I also use Procreate when I'm on the go. I'll just use pen and pencil if I'm really feeling it. I've got a little notepad in my jacket. Clip Studio Paint, I'm trying to get better at that because that's the standard for animation in a lot of places. And then I use Toon Boom Harmony. That one's fun. for animation as well, just because I know it the best. But this is Photoshop. Alright, let's do Flapjack. And I'm just gonna, if I encounter the back of the head, I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna have to. Sometimes you gotta. I don't know if I studied the extremes well enough. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here we go. Perfect. Right there. Easy. I say as I struggle to draw a rounded square head. Oh, this is going to take up all my time. Oh, dear. Drawn big enough either. Draw his ears. Dear Lord, it's falling apart already. It's got so much detail. Actually, that's not terrible. The tongue really did pull it all together somehow. Actually, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to do the eyebrows over here. Oh, I lost it. I was going to do something else. Oh, the eyes. Do something else. Back of his head. Upturned nose. Actually, I do like his like that. Oh, I was gonna erase his. Do that for his hair. Why not? I feel like I've seen the side of his head. Look, I did the little heart that Knuckles had. It's getting a little tough on the top of his head. Ears on his neck. Well, there's the back of his head. Good lord. You called it right away. What I should be doing is ear down here. Hair comes back, blocks the ear. Do that. Here. Do 3D sailor's hat. And that's all I got. I'll put his eye up like a little crab, because that feels like something Flapjack would do, absolutely. Getting better at drawing that shape. That's what this is for. Not interacting with chat. I'm still here. I'm just very locked in. This guy, every time. I feel like I'm still missing part of his model, but maybe I'm just getting better about the simplicity of it. I don't know. I could do his neck, but it's fine. I don't like this face. Plenty of room. I got plenty of room. Look at that. Take those wins where we can get them. Oh, I didn't do the... There we go. This guy never looks at the camera. Were you referring to this guy when you told me that there was going to be a back of the head shot? Because you were absolutely correct if you were. Look, Flapjack's hair is Captain Knuckles' nose. Very square head there. There we go. Not terrible. Could have been worse for sure. All right, where we at? Where we at? I'm catching up. Nice. I'm trying to find some popular used drawing apps so I can draw with more pro drawing apps. I only use Iblis Paint right now. Yes. I have a list of other drawing apps that you can use in the Discord if you want to join. But I actually just was looking through my photos and I found a list of things that are like Photoshop alternatives. One that I've heard is super helpful is GIMP. I don't know. I'm gonna preface that and say search GIMP Photoshop, GIMP Photoshop alternative is what I will say, because if you just search GIMP, you will get things that you do not want to see. So make sure that you include Photoshop alternative. Even then, that's still a little sketchy. Maybe GIMP software. That's probably a safer bet. Let me find that photo. It's Photo GIMP. That's still not safe. It's on GitHub. I'm trying to find the right way to word that, so you're not getting things that you don't want to see. Let's see. Paint.net. Oh, that's for Lightroom. Never mind. This is alternatives for all Adobe stuff. I feel like I have one that's called like Photopea, like PHOTOPEA. I think. Let me look that up. Photopea software. It's an online editor, and it is like the exact interface of Photoshop. You can use PSDs. I'm looking at them right now. And it just has all of Photoshop tools for free. And it looks like there might be benefits to like logging in and saving stuff, but worst case, you can screenshot, you know? Yeah, Photopea, super cool. It might have like restrictions on how much time you can spend on it or something. But if you just want to doodle, it's a good alternative. I don't know if you're still here, but anybody else watching? Yeah, I've got some listed in the Discord. I think Photopea is on there. Okay, let's spin that wheel, shall we? Wow, that's crazy. I just said Roxas. That's so crazy. So exciting. I love Roxas. You can tell how excited I am because it's a double-edged sword. I love Roxas as a character. I hate his hair. Not going to be fun to design. I do love that I can just search Roxas and he shows up. Just the only guy. Oh, that's why. Oh, he's so freaking cute. He just wanted to have his summer break. Let him live in peace. Summer vacation is over. Literally, all I'm concerned with is getting his hair right. That's all I'm concerned with. I don't care about expressions here. I'm just trying to get decent hair designs. Holy cow, that's a sick... Oh my god. Is this just official art that I've never seen? I need to reverse image search this because this is sick as hell. I would have made this my background for everything in grade school and high school. Ah, look at him. He's on the beach with his pants rolled up. Eating his sea salt ice cream. I actually had sea salt ice cream for the first time. Delicious. Fantastic. I have realized that I am a sweet and salty kind of guy. Like kettle corn, you know, that type of stuff. He doesn't have too many expressions. He is a nobody. They don't emote. Very specifically. So, sort of problematic. For the sake of expressions. Like, I cannot find... anything other than, like, just an ambient idle pose. Oh, there's some anger. I see some eyebrows. I'm gonna have to thin this out. That's a very cool model. Ooh, actually, that one's sick as hell. Man, I should get a little minifig of him. He's cool. Some of these are really detailed. That might be the best cosplay I've seen of Roxas. Oh, that's so right. I forgot they have the comic. I completely forgot about the manga. I might use that style. I might bounce between. I don't want to try and just do that, but... Is that a GIF? That's a GIF. I don't want a GIF. Okay, I think I have enough. I don't know that I'll be prepared for emotions, but I can certainly pull from my library. Okay. Where am I? Okay. This is the one that I was like, holy shit, if this was in my lexicon when I was in high school, done. Done so. I wouldn't have had any friends. I would have been too obsessed with this picture. I would have had it on my wallpaper on my phone. I would have set it as my wallpaper on my computer, my laptop in high school, and then I would have been made fun of because people would have been like, you still like Kingdom Hearts? And I would have been like, yes, I do. And they would have been like, you're a loser. And I would have been like, yeah, but that's okay. Look at him smiling. He's so happy. With his friends. Okay, I actually don't need this for reference. The clothing, though, sick as hell. That's crazy fabric work. Insane. Oops. How much I like this image. I don't think it's going to be helpful. This one is going to be helpful for the sake of 2D. I'm going to get rid of this one. For the sake of converting to 2D. This one's good for anger. I can put him like underneath everything. That'll be fine. Neither of these are for air. Scoot. Oops. Okay. So, okay. I keep looking at his hair and just a wave of despair washes over me. If this was Danganronpa, I'd be dead. It would have killed me. Okay. So how am I going to do this? I think I'm just going to try and break down the bigger pieces. And then... You're just kind of is there. Where they have this full nose. Very pointy chin as well, here specifically. Now I'm getting a little too Sora. Ooh, wait, right there. Yeah. That's the one. That's the ticket. It's crazy that just the slight variation on it, though, is the problem. You know what I mean? He has crazy eyelashes. Good lord. Man uses mascara. See, the problem is, though, is that this has taken me probably like 3 minutes, and I don't have that kind of time. So I'm gonna do him an injustice. It's not gonna look this good when push comes to shove. When crunch time is here. That's what didn't erase his line through. It's gonna look like a little raccoon. A little bit better. His eyelashes are crazy. See if that would be better. It's fine. He just looks so sad, you know? He does have a really tragic backstory. He's so full of joy, and he's supposed to not have any joy at all. And yet, despite the horrors, he persists. Go wider on this too. I think I said this last time, I like having a fully fleshed out example while I'm sketching this. One, to get my hand trained to like the style of the character. But also, two, so that when somebody looks at my final posting online, they can see that I have the capacity to draw the character well. Because when I'm drawing under pressure, I can't tell. Okay. We're breaking it down into chunks. He's got... Honestly, I'm realizing that I might have stolen Roxas's hair for my own. Not not entirely. His is very like up too in the front. It's like he's layering. He's got so many layers. He's just a tiny cloud. He's got like, good lord, he's got like a big one in front, and then they start just going up the top of his head, and then just little ones along the way. That's his hair, and then little like Aaron Carter. Actually, isn't he voiced by? Not Aaron Carter. Who's he voiced by? Jesse McCartney. Yes? Jesse McCartney's Roxas. Kid from Sixth Sense. Emily Osment, brother. Haley Joel Osment is Sora. Yes, I got there. And just flat. Just a flat top over there. I do like having just a little like where they just like converge. Like crashing waves. His hair's like just an ocean. His hair's an ocean. He looks like any scene kid from the aughts. He's doing the RAR XD. He's got his underground rave he's got to go to. It's like a cyber goth. Anyway. Oh dear. Okay, I think what I have to do for this to retain my sanity is to not draw his hair first. And I think that's going to be problematic for the sake of recognition if I don't. So maybe I don't do that. Maybe I try one. I'm going to try one where I don't do that. No. I need to get the hair shape. And then I can do details. I don't know. I'm stumped. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. you to remind anyone who isn't already, subscribe. Very small army of artist friends. Thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it every time. Do I want to do all these? That does add something. I might do a blend. I might do. Okay, wait. He doesn't have. Okay, hold on, hold on. Let me do the eye first. Practice this eye because he's got this. I'm doing the manga, right? And he's got this. She's got like a this. But then I could do a combo and like add his eyelashes are nuts, right? And so to me that like adds so much to his character. And then I do that for his eyes. Now that is surprise, so if it's more of a regular pose, then it's just like this. Like this. Like a that. It's his default eye. I also think I made his eyes too far up on his head. They need to be down. I should do the head model too. Anyhow, I'm gonna do. It's also crazy that I'm able to draw eyes that quickly now. Back in the day, I would just be like, I would stress over an eye for like hours. It's just like, chill, just draw some circles. No problem. Thank you very much. Every time, you're always here, and I appreciate it every single time. As soon as I blow up and get famous, I'll pay you to be my mod, but I can't. I don't have any money right now. I don't have any money. Okay. I'm starting. I'm going for it. Oh dear God in heaven, what the hell? I didn't anticipate this face. God, I still have to do his hair. Oh. I have time. I can erase some of this. Erase some of this. Time. Not terrible. If I can keep that pace up. I was just about to do the same pose. What did I say I was doing for the eyes? I already forgot. The eyes. I messed up the eyes. I messed up the eyes. No. No. Wow, I came all the way back around and fixed the hair. Holy shit. Cannot believe it. Two more. Bows in the front of some of these poses. That might be okay. Maybe not. That's not great. I'm not gonna fix it. I'm not gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it a little bit. Okay. At the very least, I like this one. Got one decent one in there. God, that was hard. Fucking hair. You are on your way, I feel. Anime Boy is hard to do in 1 minute. They do look good. Thank you very much. Ugh. Yeah. Like, look at all these layers. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got like 6 different levels of hair. You know what I mean? Like, not just pieces, but like, when you stagger hair, there's like, essentially layers like in Photoshop. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to the bottom. There's 6. Holy shit. Overlapping shapes. Crazy. And that's why I love him. Like, difficult little problem child. Alright, who we got? Ooh, Teen Titans. Almost Starfire. I haven't thought about Teen Titans in a while. Also, another character that doesn't really have a bunch of expressions, so should be interesting. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that. I feel like this one's better. There. Really did ruin her character in Teen Titans Go. Trying to find any amount of expression. Can I get a hint of a smile? Can I get a... No, it's fine. I have her hooded, and I have her unhooded. I think that's fine. I'm just gonna make it work. I'm just gonna make it work. I'm gonna probably have to dial back her expressions. Yeah. Okay. We'll just do that. Fine. Get over it. I don't think I even realized that she has a little pin that is a raven. Is that on all of these? Oh, I guess they didn't draw attention to that here. It's just red. But I just saw the shape on this one, and it's very clearly a raven. Who knew? I have to leave at 5:15 today. So I think I should have time for 2 more if I do Raven very quickly. How many have I done so far? Just Roxas, Flapjack, Knuckles. Yeah. I'll be able to do Raven and then 1 more probably, as long as it's not somebody super complicated. Maybe we'll get Beast Boy, and that will be a cute little duo. And then Roxas will be the outlier. Hi, welcome in. Okay. So, another just anime face. Pretty round, actually. Have a unique style with the eyes, at the very least. Not like crazy. Those little like highlights, like anime girl eyes. I never noticed that when I was watching it as a kid. She also has lips, which is interesting. I like giving characters lips like that. I think that's nice. Like, where did I steal that from? For who did I use that for? Also, I think initially I was gonna do my lips for my character like that, but then I decided I was gonna do uh, Soul Eater lips. But I like these sorts of lips for like plumper lips, I guess is the better way to put that. What am I thinking? Not Garnet, Amethyst. Amethyst from Steven Universe. I like the way that they do her lips. And does Garnet have those lips? I think she does have the. Anyway. And forehead, eyebrows are very pronounced. Ears out. Yeah, I can do that. pretty quickly. Because I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out to do her with the hood up, even though that's like her natural state. And she's fighting crime. Maybe I'll play with it and do a couple with the hood up and couple. That is a little bit easier in terms of design. Just do like a that. The eye. That is actually kind of sick though. Saved me a lot of time with drawing the eye, that's for sure. Only have to do one of them. We'll see what I feel. What I can do. Just let it rip so I can get it out of the way and I can start on doing another one. Ooh, that's another problem I didn't take into account, is that I didn't see a head-on pose. She has her widow's peak, that's what it is. Big eyes. Your nose, just that. Also didn't do a side profile, but that's alright. Not either. That one super easy to draw too. That's nice. Good technique. In my head. I've seen her hair in any other way. I could be mistaken. I'm getting very lucky with having a bunch of neutral poses. Or neutral expressions, because Raven really doesn't emote very much. I'm gonna jinx myself right here, right now. Smile. I'm gonna do what I think Raven would do in that scenario. Just do a neutral pose. Honestly, I think I am just gonna keep it a closed mouth smile. Spent too much time on the that. Um, one more. I was gonna do the hood, but breaking that pose out in 1 minute, not terrible. I want to rock and roll all night and part every day. You're missing the why. When I draw eyes from the side, all the shapes look the same to me. It's difficult to draw the shapes for the eyes. I think this one's pretty successful. Um, you got to take into account the depth of the eye because the eye is always a sphere from whatever side. So straight on, sphere. But if it's going like this, the iris is actually form fitted across the surface of the eyeball. So you have to take that into account. So the pupil is actually the only thing that actually changes when your eye is shifting. So that's what this looks like at that angle. And then sometimes you do like the lower eyelid and stuff like that, but not for a cartoon. I don't really care that much about the anatomy. Just more so what you can deliver in that short amount of time. This one's probably the best out of the group, personally. I had so much more space. I went so small. Okay, but not terrible. Okay, I think I got time for one more. Let's spin the wheel. Let's hope it's somebody not super complicated, so I can practice it very easily. Stewie Griffin. Pretty easy. Just a football with some stripes across the top. I hate that I have this in my search history now, but that's okay. Now people are gonna see my search history and go, "Oh, he just likes baby comedy. He just puts this on just in the corner of whatever else he's watching, so that he's not distracted or that he's not bored." Let's find some good. Yeah, like that. Is this teddy bear named Rupert? Is that correct? I'm remembering correctly. Hmm. This isn't great for expressions. He exclusively is doing the little squint. Here, we'll do this one. It's very stiff animation on Family Guy for the most part. They don't really break from their model often. I'm looking at fan art of Stewie Griffin, and I'm noticing that this has the capacity, if I go too far off model, to be terrible. So, we shall see. I don't know why I added Stewie to this list. I don't like Stewie. I don't like Family Guy enough to want to draw it, but here we are. There have been other characters that I'm just like, eh. I don't like the way he's looking at me. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Okay. Triangle nose. Little stupid twerp mouth. The problem also is that it looks like ass because it's not the exact line weight that you're so used to when you see Stewie. Like, it's just gonna look bad. 3, 4, 5. And if I don't do the same amount of hairs, it's gonna look bad. Like, it's such an on model kind of show that it's gonna look bad. Uh, whatever. Better? No, it's worse. I think it has to do with. I think his mouth is actually too. I think I made his nose and mouth too big. That actually helps. Like, I feel like I should be drawing this with the MS Paint mouse and doing just like marquee tool to make all like the rectangle and like the circles. Like, it's triangle nose. Like, it's just so geometric. I don't know what to do. All right, I'm gonna go real quick. I'm gonna go real quick. Also, I don't want to stick so closely to the football head that it becomes a thing. I just drew an oval instead of like a pointed edge for his head, but it is more of a pointed edge that then they draw the ears over top of. We'll see. We'll see how much time and attention I actually want to give Stewie. I don't. I don't want to give him any really, but here we go. Immediately threw me off model. Yeah, that's Stewie. That I can do that. Add to the lips a little bit. Looks like a little goatee. I'm not gonna do that. That's too much. What can I add? His ears. That. Um. That's Stewie. I don't know what to tell you. It's a football. See, I don't want to spend all this time trying to get the head correct. It's not worth it. guy's doing a Stewie Griffin look. How do I get the mouth? How do I do the mouth? Hell. Stunning. Turn his ears down so there's some depth here. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. He looks. Just a bad design. I guess that's kind of the point of the show, is that it doesn't matter, but sure. Thank God I only have, I only have 5 more left. I gotta dip out early to go grab food. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you around next time. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm cutting it short anyway, so it's fine. No worries. But I appreciate you being here, for sure. Probably the best one, even though I didn't open his mouth, but I don't care. Yeah, I'll say it. I don't care about Stewie Griffin. I don't care that you broke your arm last summer, or whatever. Alright, I will say there is something interesting about having to figure out how to put his head in this perspective. like twisting it just slightly because it's a football shape makes it much more oblong. It's much more 3D. So there's something to be gained from drawing him. Oh wow, that's the most expressive I've seen that guy. How many do I have to do? 3 more. I got room. Plenty of room. He's kind of shaped like Hey Arnold. I made him a duck. That's not correct. Fine. I don't want to ruin it. Sure. A football from the side is a sphere. However, his face does have features on it that have depth. So that's something. It's not entirely a sphere. Somehow, the off model character who never turns his head to the side is my best out of that whole series. That's crazy. I don't. I don't like that I'm improving at my ability to draw Stewie Griffin. I feel like that's a weird skill to want to develop, right? But that's just me. Anywho, I'm gonna dip out now. I don't have time for another one. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully you liked some of these characters. I didn't like Stewie. I will post this soon. Thank you for being here again. Thank you for saying hi. Hopefully you learned something. If you didn't, tune in next time, and you will then. Like and subscribe. Bye.